Hallelujah, King forever. We thank you for the cross.
One of the worst things that we can do as people is to become introverted, to introspective is the more correct word, where we constantly evaluate how we're doing or how strong our faith is. And I don't know how it works for you, but I've never gone in looking to see how I'm doing and come out encouraged. I get encouraged from external sources, God himself. That's really where my strength comes from. And whenever I go inward to examine if my faith is strong enough, I always come out with a question. I always come out feeling less than adequate for a given situation. One of the unlimited things that impresses me and impacts me most about Jesus is that he responded to whatever measure of faith a person had and brought a miracle. He may correct them. He may redirect their attention towards their need for greater faith. He may direct their attention toward an action that would substantiate or give evidence of faith. But no matter what he did, as weak as faith as a person would bring to him, he responded and he brought a miracle. The one that stands out to me the most is the child that would throw himself in the fire. It's in Mark 9. And the father comes to Jesus, says, man, if you can do anything, would you please help us? And if you think about this, how much faith is in the question, if you can do anything? It's like going to God and saying, God, I'm not sure if you're able, but if you're able, would you please respond and help us? That's the smallest measure of faith I can find in the Bible. And while Jesus turned the tables and he said, it's not what I can do, it's if you can believe, because all things are possible for those who believe. The guy responds, help me in my unbelief. I believe, but help me in my unbelief. The whole point I want to make to you today is that Jesus responds to whatever measure of faith you have. Why? Because our measure of faith isn't always what brings the miracle. In some cases it is. But what happens for us is our measure of faith brings God into a situation where we then, through the miracle, have an opportunity to grow in faith in the measure that Jesus talked about. Miracles take us into greater confidence. They take us into greater faith. So don't think that what you're facing you don't have enough faith for. Just make sure you go to him. Make sure that you make him your only choice, your only option. And cry out to God with whatever measure of faith you have. And let's see what he does. Watch his point of invasion, because his breakthrough that he brings into your life, into my life, is the very stepping stone or the launching pad into the greater faith that Jesus is constantly talking to us about. He asked this question, when I return, will I find faith on the earth? I want to shout and scream every day of my life, yes, yes, you'll find it. And I believe there's a company of people, you and me together, that are rising up, that are saying, God, yes, you'll find faith in the earth, because regardless of our measure of faith, we know where to go. We know who to come to. We know who to depend on. We come to the one who is perfectly, completely, totally faithful.